Today's subject matter is this 1973 Beetle that we bought a little while ago for my dad.
Hello.
Although I'm a biomedical engineer by trade, I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and follow my passion. That passion is cars. I'm lucky enough to have travelled the world and pursue these activities. Now I want to share those with you. Join me, my friends and my family on this epic journey.
It's been abandoned for 8 months, I'd say. Let's see if it starts, shall we? Not looking good. Not looking good at all. Guess I'm doing something wrong. Well, that didn't go as planned. My battery's dying now, which is fantastic. So yeah, that didn't go as planned, did it? It's not starting. Brilliant. So I'll have to get a charger on it.
"2,000 years later."
Doesn't want to spark, so I don't know whether it's just a dizzy cap or the lead. That's something we need to look at.
Well, that was good going, so it turns out that one of the DC leads was not connected. Nice easy fix.
Now that I've got it started, I don't know if you can hear me, but it's time to get it out because we've got some stuff to do to this car. So first we need to take this stuff off. Few bits to get it sorted. So what we'll be doing to it is a new wheel bearing. There's a new wheel bearing on the left hand side, right hand side here, sorry. So a new wheel bearing there. And then what we also need to do is get it ready for its MOT, because it's due an MOT. What I've also spotted is front light here has got a massive crack in it, so I don't think it's going to pass the MOT like that. And then what we're going to do after the MOT is lower it. Let me show you the ride height. I'm not too sure how yet, maybe coilovers or springs or even an air ride, but that's going to come after the MOT. And it needs a really good clean. The next thing we need to do then is actually get the car up on the jack. But before I do that, I just want to say thank you very much for liking and subscribing the channel if you already have. I didn't expect the videos to get such a good response, so I really do appreciate that. I do have the M4 going on in the background, so I've actually got all the parts for the service now, so it's going in for service next week, and obviously I am looking for the splitters. And then I might be working on this beast. I don't know if I'm going to be yet, but my parents are going to be selling it. It's not in the best condition, as you can tell. I want to say there's a new vehicle coming to the channel in the next week or two, so keep your eyes out for that. It's not what you think it is, but it's going to be fast. If you have liked and subscribed, thank you very much. If you haven't and you're really liking my content, please go ahead, like and subscribe to the channel. Let's crack on with the video. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road.
As I jacked the car up, I checked the wheel for any wobble or any bearing wobble. I couldn't figure out whether it was the flex in the tyre or the wheel bearing itself, so to take the wheel off.
Get a bit closer in here. It's a bit dusty, but other than that, I don't think there's a problem with it. I thought there was to begin with because it was making a bit of noise, but it might be worth changing it anyway. I'm just going to have a scoot around to see if there's anything else that needs to be done.
It turns out it was pretty clean underneath, all the components look good, bar it being dusty and dead because it's not been used for a while.
I also wanted to show you underneath quickly. I have just checked the basics. I want to show you. For its age, it's a pretty clean car. I know I should be using an axle stand. I don't have any to hand unfortunately right now, but that is secure. I checked the other side wheel bearing, that seems pretty good too. It's just more dirty and dusty more than anything because it's been abandoned for 8 months. So I want to show you the fronts as well actually. So this car has been rebuilt. As you can see, it's got brand new shots and springs on them. And then also fully polybushed as well. I'm not too sure why it was fully polybushed, but it was already done before I bought it. Pretty clean. So I might as well check it all whilst I'm doing it now because I don't want to keep faffing about with it. Just going to check under the engine bay one last time just to make sure everything's all good. I don't know if you can see that, but the oil level seems pretty good too. Before I bolt everything back up, guys, I just want to ask you, what's the best way of lowering these Beetles? I don't really know a lot about them. Can you comment below and let me know which is the best way? Now that I've looked over the car, I've looked at the wheel bearings, I've looked at the oil, I've looked at the suspension, I've looked at the engine, and I think it's good to go. So what do I need to do now? So I need to book the emissions, because the emissions need to be done prior to going to the MOT station. So I'll book the emissions, we'll get that done, and then we'll book it in for its MOT and try and get that done, and hopefully it passes. So the plan of action for the Beetle is to get it back on the road. It's been off the road for a while, and take some drives in it. The weather's nice here, so I've got a few friends who have got a few Beetles as well. So do some night drives, do some coastal drives, and generally just enjoy the car itself. So join me in the next episode to see if it passes MOT or will it fail miserably. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe to the channel.